Hey, what's up? I'm staying here at the PLR Hotel waiting for Swole members to come down. I'm going to be interviewing them and Rob the Viking, and then they're going to be performing live tonight at Marquee. We'll have some footage of that. Here we go.
The group started out originally before we'd even met. Well, I had met Rob, but before Rob the Viking was officially in the group, Mocha only was unofficially joined sort of in the group in the beginning. We were just at Denny's one night after a club in Vancouver, I think it was, just drinking and having fun, partying that night. And we were trying to come up with a name for a group that the three of us were going to start together. And we were coming up with funny names and laughing. And he said Swollen Members, and we all started laughing. But then we looked at each other like, that's a really good name, actually, because we know it'll stick in people's heads for obvious reasons. But the actual term swollen at the time, was a West Coast term for fat, P-H-A-T, like fat, and then members meaning crew, like fat crew, swollen members. So it made a lot of sense being from the West Coast hip-hop scene at the time. Mad Child, I was actually named by DJ Flip Out, who was my first rap partner in a group called What the Hell.
That's a good name too. That's a solid name.
Yeah, and DJ Flip Out is now a famous DJ on the Beat Radio in Vancouver.
I was actually named by Mocha Only, who I used to have a group with called Split Sphere around the time that Mad and Flip Out had What the Hell, before Swollen obviously, and he donned that on me, Prevail Wonder, Prev 1.
Okay, now Rob the Viking, how'd you get your name?
Mad Child gave me that name, and it essentially spawns from my lineage, being related to Eric the Red, one of the great Vikings of our past.
Valhalla! He's actually related to Eric the Red.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good lineage right there.
I remember the first show in Winnipeg was, we saw, I think Eli was there from Mood Rough, and where was it again? The Lions Hall?
Something like that.
Something like that. It was a fun show, actually. Yeah, it was a long time ago. We drove across Canada in a basically a moving milk carton, and it during the winter time, and I was actually selling merch at the time. I wasn't even DJing for the group. Yeah.
Was there an album out at that time, or was that just like touring just because you need to get out there? Or?
Balance was out. Yeah. Balance was out and had already, I think we had already gotten the Juno for that. No, not yet?
Our first.
No, we had, because we had come home from tour in the States.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
No, because I was DJing for you guys when we were in the States, and I wasn't DJing for you guys prior to that when I was doing merch.
Yeah, I think it was like before, but I don't remember for sure.
Wow.
It was a little while ago.
That's a long
Work.
Go work.
Good work.
Sit down, write lyrics over beats, and just make dope music. That's it. Our trick is not a trick. Our trick is real. Our trick is make dope music, period, hands down. That's it. No abracadabra with that.
No rituals, no nothing. We just have a good work ethic. When we sit down to work, we just knocked out 21 songs in 1 month, sitting down for only 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that's just how we do it.
I mean, a lot of our music is geared towards the dark imagery. Swollen Members is a very abstract kind of group in that sense, and I tend to draw from very sort of dark undertone sounds and sort of chanty beats and stuff like that, and usually it works out that I create some sort of melodic piece or beat in general, and these guys take it and write to it, and that's the basic structure of how we make songs.
I would say probably the funnest, most memorable video was the Breath video with Nelly Furtado, directed by Todd McFarlane. It was just a really fun experience, and it was probably the biggest budget video we've ever did, and just having great names like Nelly Furtado and Todd McFarlane, and Mocha was a part of that song, and Rob and Prev, was just the whole family together, and we had booked out this really cool place that they do shoot movies in. It's like a whole square block, but it's all closed in. You can't see it from outside. It looks like buildings and tall walls, but there's all kind of caves going through it, and alleyways to look like you're in streets with neon lights that flicker, but it's all props. So it was really, really fun couple days shooting that one.
I totally called that one. I thought it would be, yeah, for sure. What about you, Sam?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
It was an honor working with Todd McFarlane and Nelly on that as well. Todd has a lot of creative input, and he came to the table with so much. It was really cool.
All right, so last question. This comes to us again from our online fans on Sound Republic page, and it's a weird one. What are your thoughts on ranch dip? I know, that's a weird question.
Delicious.
Broccoli.
Broccoli?
Broccoli.
It's
Delicious?
It's delicious, man. It's ranch dip, bro.
Carrots.
Carrots.
Best with carrots.
That's all I do for sure.
Prevail has a solo EP out on iTunes right now, just came out, called Space Face. And I myself, Mad Child, has a new EP out called The Little Monster EP. You can get it on iTunes as well, just came out.
Number one in Canada.
Thank you very much.
Crazy.
Number
Nice.
one in Canada, thank you. But please, if you're down with the movement and you support Swole members, check out those EPs. We'll appreciate the support.